Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the North Shore 9 podcast presented by FanDuel. This is the NS9 Postgame Show powered by Primanti Bros. With me, we have Jim Rosati from Cincinnati once again on the field live. Jim, I'm not sure if you can grab it right now, but can we hoist the cone?
You know what? The Pirates may have taken the cone in the dugout. I do not see the cone anywhere. It's nowhere to be seen. So I think they're taking it with them.
Exclusive here from North Shore 9. The Pirates have taken the cone. Season's back on, undefeated from here on out.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. That cone is in the clubhouse right now.
That's what I want to hear, buddy. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. What an outstanding game. Back and forth. Pirates jumped on the Reds early. We're giving away sandwiches. So for all of you new here, the Rosati curse, it was overcome tonight. And hashtag raise it. Make sure you get that in the comments.
Absolutely. You guys know the deal. If you're new here and don't know the deal, after every Pirates win, we're giving away 4 Primanti Brothers sandwiches, 2 to 2 winners. So all you need to do is put your hashtag raise it. As you're seeing right now in the comments, as I'm putting up on the screen, put that in there. At the end of the show, we're going to do a giveaway and announce the 2 winners. But Jim, you are correct. The Rosati curse is lifted. The Pirates offense came out of a huge way tonight as well. I mean, it is confirmed if there's one thing that can defeat a Jim Rosati, it is the power of a traffic cone.
Yeah, that cone. We saw the cone in the club in the dugout before the game today. Jake Mangum, I'm pretty sure, had something to do with that. And yeah, that cone was lifted early and often. It was hoisted, one would say.
So let's start things off. The starting pitching today, Bubba Chandler takes the mound, and he looked really good to start. And
it's windy
taking
here.
L's right and left tonight.
It's windy. It's windy. I just caught the camera from falling over.
So yeah, Bubba Chandler takes the mound tonight. He looked kind of shaky, but he goes out 0 earned. One run was given up, and it's 4.1. Striking out a lot, no hits, did give up 6 walks. But again, the story of the night is absolutely the bats. So I do want to start there because right away the Pirates kind of get on the score. Ryan O'Hearn hits a bomb there, a 3-run shot to give the Pirates a nice little comfortable lead for Bubba Chandler. And, once again, Ryan O'Hearn doing Ryan O'Hearn things, doing what the new acquisitions from December are doing. Him and Brandon Lau just looking outstanding so far. But also, he's not the known home run hitter. He's giving us some pop right now.
Yeah, Ryan O'Hearn hitting his 2nd homer of the year. And before we talk about that, let's not forget the bottom of the order set that inning up. Nick Gonzalez leadoff single. Joey Bart worked the walk. Oneil Cruz with a base hit off of a lefty. Good piece of hitting there. Just get the barrel to the ball. Bases were loaded, and man, I don't know about you, but bases loaded, nobody out. Nick York comes in with the sacrifice fly, gets a run home. Jake Mangum infield pop up, and then it's 2 outs. Are they only going to get 1 run out of this thing? But yeah, Ryan O'Hearn comes through, extends his major league leading hitting streak to 14 games with a 3-run homer. And I mean, that right there put the Pirates up 4-0. Ultimately, that was the game-winning RBI. It didn't seem like it with how wild this game got towards the end. But yeah, big-time homer there by Ryan O'Hearn. He's been just, I mean, what can you say? The Pirates brought him in to be a kind of that constant hitter, and through 5 games, he's been outstanding.
I mean, obviously with the hit streak, we know he's had a hit every game. He goes 1 for 3 today with a walk, also drawing walks. And like mentioned, showing some pop here early in the season. I mean, he's not like a 20 home run type of guy typically, but maybe that's going to sneak in this year. We'll see. We'll see. But either way, 2 home runs so far. Nice to see from him. He's batting .421. Again, just offensively, he's looked really good. Now, I don't think he had too many plays today to highlight, but just to highlight him, he's also looked very good defensively at first base, which he started at today.
Yeah. No, I mean, you couldn't ask for more out of Ryan O'Hearn to start the year. Just we'll get to Brandon Lau, and I want to spend a lot of time. Not today's a weird day because normally we've been talking about Brandon Lau's bat. Later, I want to talk about Brandon Lau's glove. But yeah, O'Hearn and Lau. I mean, again, those two came up huge all day long.
Yeah, like you mentioned, not so much offensively today with Brandon Lau. He did go 0 for 4, 1 strikeout. Hey, I mean, it happens. He's been doing plenty so far this year. One bad game offensively is okay. Like you mentioned, we'll talk about the defense later. So again, Brandon Lau, Bryan O'Hearn hits the home run. Then who hits the home run? Who came alive today and hit the other home run after him, Jim?
You know what? You can check with Sax Boy Billy on this. So I watched the first inning in the stands with Sax Boy today, and he asked me. He was like, "You know what? Who do you think's going to homer in this game?" And I said, Bryan Reynolds. I said Bryan Reynolds is going to homer off the lefty Brandon Williamson, and yeah, he did it. It's been just a putrid start to the year for B-Ray, and yeah, I'm sure that homer felt real good.
I'm sure it did. It felt really good for me because he needed that. The next guy I want to spend a little more time on, and the reason too I say this together is, like last night we discussed how Brandon Lau and Ryan O'Hearn carrying this offense. That's kind of a problem. That's nice and all, but they can't be the only ones to do it. If the team's going to go anywhere, you also need Bryan Reynolds and Oneil Cruz to step up. We talked about Bryan Reynolds. He hits the home run. Good for him. He stepped up. That's a big time play. Or hit. But then you already talked about the one hit by Oneil Cruz off of a lefty. So at that point in time, he's 2 for 2 versus lefties on the year. Third time up against a lefty. Second time today, he's up. Monster home run. 444, 111 off the bat. Again, a lefty. He's now 3 for 3 versus lefties at this point on the season. I know it's still super early, but that's encouraging, right?
That ball was absolutely murdered. Just he crushed it. I don't know if you can see how far behind me you can see. I think the scoreboard in right field is in view. Maybe not. But,
it is.
It was it was at least halfway up those seats in right center field. It was an impressive shot.
Yeah, I mean, I can obviously hit it out there. That's not that impressive, Jim.
Yeah,
I mean, clearly we see the distance. That's not that.
I could probably reach it with a pitching wedge. Pitching wedge.
There you go.
Yeah,
there it is. So yeah, Oneil Cruz has another home run. Some added runs there. So you mentioned, I mean, this game's. I'm not gonna say it's blowing out, but the Pirates are putting on some offense here. And again, very nice to see. And this is coming at a time when Bubba Chandler is dealing on the mound. He comes out to start the game, and was it 4 straight fastballs at 100 miles an hour plus? The guy was averaging 99 through the first 4 innings on the fastball. That, I want to talk about that as well. I know it wasn't pretty today, but that dude is just a monster on that mound. And it's just he was throwing fastballs very heavy today. And talk about maintaining velocity. Now, I know it was only 4 innings, but the pitch count was up there. But, I mean, he was maintaining 99.
The stuff's nasty. It's nasty. And he was just spamming fastballs early on as well. 16 fastballs over 100 miles per hour today, 11 whiffs, average 99.1 on that fastball. This was, I think we're going to see, here's the deal. Bubba needs to just realize, and I think he realizes this, but he's got to put it into practice now, that his stuff is so nasty. If he just throws strikes, people are going to have a really hard time hitting him. 6 strikeouts through those 4 1/3 innings. Like I said, that was the good. There's some bad here too. He didn't give up a hit, but he did walk 6 batters. He was effectively wild, one would say, today, and it worked out. He didn't give up. He only gave up 1 run, but you would like to see him go deeper into games. He can't be walking 6 batters, and but I mean, today was just, you saw the stuff on display. It was outstanding stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a carryover from spring. That was his knock on spring, but obviously, again, it's spring, right? But he was walking a lot, 6 batters today. This isn't something you want to see continue. Even as good as Bubba Chandler is, you're not going to get away walking 6 guys in 4 innings to most lineups in most games. So, he had a really, really shaky inning there in the 3rd. That wasn't really helped out by his defense too much. Thankfully, though, the hit was taken off the earned run was taken off. So no damage on him, I guess, in that sense. So he does leave hitless. Still a 0 ERA on the year. But yeah, it was a shaky third. But again, like he did settle. And then in the fifth, it was pretty bad.
It was a really shaky third. Let's not really sugarcoat it. Walk, and then single turned E7, and then another walk. It was a really shaky third. He got out of it, and this is where I'm going to highlight Brandon Lau for the first time here. Bases loaded in that third inning. Oh wait, runners on first and second in that third inning. Sorry, and first and third. Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. No, first and second. An outstanding play by Brandon Lau on Ellie De La Cruz. It would have been a base hit. It would have been another run. And Lau saved a run right there. Got that inning over with. Like I said, you could tell that it was a little shaky. And Lau did just we've been kind of harping that this defense isn't great. Brandon Lau typically not a great second baseman. I believe he was the worst worst at second base statistically last year. That first play in the third inning, just it was a you could say that was a game changer. I know the Pirates were up like 5-0 at that point, but without that play, like then it's 5-2. Bubba's still pitching. He's just walked 3 batters. He's given up a hit. Like, who knows what happens if that play isn't made? So just an incredible job by Brandon Lau just putting an end to that inning.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just how many things could have dominoed? I mean, that's the typical Pirates fashion. Like, that's how they lose and blow the games and leads and such, and that could have been it. But also, like, the implications, it was just 4.1, so the bullpen had to be used. But the bullpen's been taxed. So, like, if he doesn't even go 4.1 today, if he's only going 3.2 because of that or whatever, like, how much more innings that the bullpen has to cover today with another day game tomorrow. So again, like Bubba has to go more than 4.1. I'm not saying he did a good job and Brandon Lau fixed that, right? But like still, it could have been even worse. But
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I think this is just like the Bubba Chandler experience that we're just gonna have to live through this. I think he's going to be wild at times, but at the same time, to go along with that, the stuff is so good that he's gonna have starts like this where it's just like it kind of drives you crazy because it's like, dude, if you just threw the ball over the plate, like this game would be over an hour ago.
Right. But I mean, he's still technically a rookie. Actually, to say I'm looking over it. Is he still?
He's a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah, he's still a rookie right now, still eligible and such. So he had those 31 innings last year. So yeah, he still has a good run here going. He had 31 innings. So yeah, like he's still developing. Like he's still seeing major league, hitters for the first time in that sense, right? He's still
100%. Yeah.
Still continuing this progression as a starting pitcher. So yeah, I'm again, you're going to see this, but on the other end of that, like this is why he's also a rookie of the year candidate, because you see the stuff that he possesses and how good he can really be. So again, it's almost like the Karmajinsky start for me. Like you want to see better, but there's so much that was positive in this as well. Like I can't wait to see the next start and see how he builds upon this.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he didn't give up a hit, right? He didn't give up a hit. He only gave up 1 run. Like, you got to be happy with it. Yeah, you want to see him go deeper into games, but first start of the year, you're going to take this every single time. Like I said, the potential, you can see why he's the #1 pitching prospect in baseball. You can see why people are gushing about him, because when he's in zone, he's like he was today, he's unhittable.
And I mean, to be fair, also, like he has to stay in zone, but when he's out of zone, he's still unhittable, because that's the thing. He was throwing the fastball out of the zone often too, and they were swinging at it and missing. So, like again, like just to show how good his stuff is, But yeah, he has to throw more strikes. He has to trust his stuff a little bit more than what he does right now. But also, it could just be he was amped up. Like this is his first start of the year. All these pitchers, this is the first time out. They all could be pretty amped up. Again, it was really effective. But I do want to go back to that third inning, because we're talking about the defense. The Oneil Cruz experience, right? That's what everyone's going to be talking about. We talk about Bubba Chandler's experience, talk about the Oneil Cruz experience, him in the outfield. There was a play that happened in right center, and I know left center. I know a lot of fans are kind of pointing the fingers at Oneil Cruz there. Jim, you saw it live as well. From my point of view, and I think a lot of people on the broadcast also, Oneil Cruz has had his hand up in the air. It looked and seemed as if he's calling for it. Bryan Reynolds doesn't get out the way. There was basically a collision that happened. It could have been a lot worse. Yeah. But the ball drops, and Yeah, that made things worse. What was your point of view on that play?
From my vantage point, it looked like Oneil Cruz was clearly calling for the ball. He was calling for it multiple times. And
Okay.
I mean, we're all taught in Little League, right? If the center fielder is calling for the ball, you peel off. And I don't know if Bryan Reynolds just didn't hear it. He didn't react quick enough or what. But yeah, that's on Bryan Reynolds. Like, Bryan Reynolds needs to peel away on that. That if Oneil Cruz is calling for the ball, it's Oneil Cruz's ball. And yeah, you could kind of see it happening in real time. You could see that Cruz was drifting over, calling it, and Reynolds wasn't stopping. And yeah, the ball ended up dropping. They almost got Noelvi Marte at the plate on that with a really nice relay from Oneil Cruz and then Nick Gonzalez as well. But Marte sneaked in there. But no, that's on Bryan Reynolds. And I said official score agreed. gave the error to Bryan Reynolds after originally ruling it a single. But it's one play, but it's kind of a trend that we've seen here. This outfield defense, it's not great, and that should have been an out, and it wasn't.
Right. Yeah, the gift and a curse, I guess, of a guy who has such range. I mean, off the bat, I just thought that was Reynolds' ball, but it's like Oneil was there. Yeah, that's why he has all the tools to be a talented center fielder. But yeah, again, from my point of view as well, and they're talking about, seemed like that was on Reynolds. So let's do this. Let's cut to Cody. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about this game. Before we do, also, I just want to give a shout out to Sean Hooper for the 10 gifted NS9 memberships. So appreciate you, Sean. You're a real MVP here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and kick it on over.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack hydration sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious, low-sugar, brain and body fuel you need to win your day. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way for you to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are clean label certified and entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial ingredients. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. The Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3. My personal favorites so far have been the almond butter chip and the iced tea lemonade hydration mix. It's just really full of flavor. I love starting my day with it, and I couldn't imagine starting my day with anything else other than IQ Bar products. Right now, IQ Bar is offering our podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text MLB to 64,000. That's MLB 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
So we got a real battle going on in the chat, Jim. So let's also give a shout out to Pierogies and that. They also gifted 10 NS9 memberships. Sorry, Sean. You've been seen.
Appreciate you guys. You guys rock.
Absolutely. So we talked about the shaky third. He goes out for the 4th, had a nice 4th. Seen him get back on track, look good. Then in comes the 5th. Walk, fly out, walk, walk. Another big moment. This is another opportunity where the Pirates are pirating. They're giving up the lead. Bases are loaded. There's just one out. Bubba Chandler comes out of the game, obviously rightfully so at that point in time. I want to give some love. You know, I've kind of been saying it time and time again. I want to give some love here. I'm not here to tell you this is going to last. I'm here to tell you that this is the dude. But Yohan Ramirez has kind of been the unheralded hero so far of this young season. He's coming to these spots where the game's still intact, right? He's got to carry on over to the rest of the bullpen. And today he comes in, bases loaded, 1 out, strikeout, strikeout. Like, that game could have been a game once again, and he didn't allow it to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you put it 100%. Like, Brandon Lau, I think, is the MVP of this game for me, even though he didn't get a hit. But like Yohan Ramirez, just getting out of that. I mean, bases loaded, 1 out. You expect to give up something there. And not only is he coming in, but he's coming up against like Matt McClain and then Ellie De La Cruz. So the Reds 2-3 hitters. And like, he's coming in like after that. Then you got Sal Stewart, Eugenio Suarez. Like, you need to get this thing nipped in the bud quick, and he did just that. Strikeout, stranded 3 runners. The Reds stranded, I want to say, 11 base runners today. The Pirates just did a great job of not letting the Reds, like every time they got something going, they weren't able to capitalize. At the end of the day, it was almost like the roles were reversed from how the season started with the Pirates. The Pirates were able to hit the ball over the fence, score some runs. The Reds got things going, had a bunch of base runners today, but really couldn't capitalize to put them over the hump in this one. But yeah, Yohan Ramirez, he deserves a ton of credit for those 2 outs today.
Yeah, absolutely. He carries it over, gets it to the remaining part of the bullpen. There's still a lot of depth to be pitched in here, but gets it over to Hunter Barco to do the job. But also, again, at that point in time, the runs were there. It's a 6-win ball game. Like, the Pirates were looking to be in a very good situation at this point in time until Hunter Barco comes in and then makes it interesting. I felt like, he was shaky, then he looked solid, and then he just gave up those 2 home runs, and things started to get away from him as well before he got pulled. Hunter Barco, it hasn't been spectacular for him to start this year, which also makes you think about this whole 5th starter battle, right? Like, maybe this was the easy right call.
Yeah, I think they definitely made the right call with Carmen. But I'll say this though, like, this is all said in hindsight, right? Hunter Barco put up 2 scoreless innings. Like, he pitched a 1-2-3 6th. He allowed some base runners there in the 7th with a single and a walk, but a scoreless 7th. So maybe the Pirates just got a little bit too greedy here, trying to get a 3rd inning out of them. But that 8th inning, started off Ellie homer, Sal Stewart homer, Suarez single, Myers single, at that point in time, it was still just the Pirates with the 6 runs, and the Reds were creeping in. The Reds got the tying run to the plate in that inning, in the 8th inning, and this place was rocking. There were 22,000 people here on a Tuesday night, and it was loud. And do we want to talk about? Dennis. They turned to Dennis Santana after Don Kelly gets tossed. We haven't really talked about that. Suarez, ex-future Pirate Eugenio Suarez, what looked like a blatant swing to me from where I was.
Very much so.
Gets rolled a no swing, so he gets some extra pitches. Don Kelly doesn't agree with the call, let's say. He gets tossed, and then Suarez with a single, and that loaded the bases. Now that was the 3rd hit. And then another single once Santana came in to relieve Barco. But do we want to talk about Santana? Santana also an outstanding job getting out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. The guy's dope. That's why Doug loves him. Still a 0 ERA. He did give up the hit, but again, he comes at a big spot and he produced. Again, like the team was finding ways to not get themselves in that position of losing this ball game where. We talked about trends, right? So far, the trend has been runners in scoring position, same as 2025, same as 2024, 23, right? The Pirates team has also been a team mostly where it's like when they come to these spots, they find a way to lose. Last year, not so much, right? The pitching held up, and so far, this game was a patented 2023 Pirates loss. And they did everything they could to make sure they won. And they also added insurance runs to make sure they won. The offense helped out even further. But Dennis Santana, big spot, also comes out of it.
Well, add this too. Dennis Santana is your best reliever, right? This was the 8th inning. This wasn't the 9th inning. It was a big spot. And so you put in your best player to get you out of the big spot. So I like the way that the Pirates used the bullpen here tonight. And at least the back end of that bullpen, like deploying Santana right then and there, ended up being absolutely 100% the right call. And I got to talk about Brandon Lau again. Like,
yes, that play.
Holy crap. Again, like tying run is on base for the Reds. Tying run's up to bat for the Reds. And I believe that one was Nathaniel Lowe, the pinch hitter.
Yep.
What looks like a base hit that's going to go through and extend the inning and score a run. Brandon Lau makes an insane catch on a just kind of like a blooping liner in between first and second. And doubles off the runner at first. Like just another insane play by Brandon Lau at second base. Like that one also complete game changer, because who knows what happens at that inning. The Reds have all the momentum in the world at that point, and Brandon Lau just snatches that momentum right from them and ends the inning. Pirates at that point were up by 3 runs, and heading into the 9th, at that point you felt a lot better about the game.
Yeah, I think here's me to throw a little shade on some things, but like, I think what you're trying to say is sometimes it makes sense, and there is some truth to defense and like this whole defensive run stage, and sometimes that matters just as much as runs scored. You know, like I know he's gone, but you saw him at the end, but like there's so much talk about like Brian Hayes, but there's still value in that. Like Brandon Lau went 0-for-4 today with a strikeout. He did nothing offensively to help this team win. But those 2 defensive plays helped out so much that there's so much value defensively that doesn't really show up in the box score. Like you don't see that on the box score today by Brandon Lau. You see the 0-for-4 with a strikeout. But here you are again, like you're talking, he was probably the MVP today because those 2 plays were huge. He didn't add runs necessarily, but he made sure he kept a lot of runs off from the Reds.
Yeah, and again, like he's not known for the glove. That is the right, part of his game where like he gets knocks on that. But he's been good so far this season. I think he's a +1 defensive run save going into today's game. And I don't know how many defensive run saves he had today, but look for that number to go up when it gets updated tomorrow.
There it is. So let's just kind of cap this off real quick. Yeah, Oneil Cruz said, "I'm not done. I'm not done. I've been hearing a lot of crap. I mean, everyone talked about how my offense and how it's terrible. And there was a lefty starter today. I was in the lineup and already went 2 for 3 versus lefties today. Now 3 for 4 on the year with a strikeout. Reddy was up, and he does what he does. He hits another home run. So again, we talk about it was a 6-3 ball game. Now he makes it 8-3. Pirates are feeling way more comfortable. Dennis Santana comes out the game. In comes Gregory Soto. It's a lot, relaxed to pitch with a 5-run lead than this 3-run lead, but he did
everything. I was going to say he did everything he could to make it not very relaxing. That's for sure. He loaded the bases as well, threw a wild pitch in there, but yeah, ultimately gets out of the inning. No runs given up. But also, I need to mention him again. Like Nick Gonzalez got that 9th inning started with a base hit, and Oneil Cruz cleaned everything up with another homer. I think all of a sudden now we were talking about how Oneil Cruz just abysmal start to the year. He's slugging .611. He's got an OPS in the 900s. One good game this early can cure a lot of those woes. So it's a reminder that it's still really early. It's a really long season. This was game 5 of 162, and hey, the Pirates are 2-3.
Absolutely. And it also shows that was also just a 3-game stretch. Like, had this been a 3-game stretch from Oneil Cruz in the middle of August, nobody cares. It starts the season off and everyone's looking at it. But yeah, he's now batting .278 with a .927 OPS. Like, that sounds perfectly fine to me.
I will take that. Yep.
But again, to highlight, like 3 hits so far in the year versus lefties. He's 3 for 4. Like, a lot of damage is coming against lefties from him. That's encouraging. Maybe he's now the opposite platoon.
Maybe.
There it is.
Well,
so
another lefty tomorrow. So we'll see if he's in the lineup.
That's right. Facing
tougher lefty tomorrow too.
Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is back on the mound tomorrow, Jim. The Pirates are, oh God, I just had them up. Darn it. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll get to that here shortly. I'll pull it back up. Let's give away some sandwiches.
Let's do that. While you're looking that up, let's give away some sandwiches. Last call, everybody. #RaiseIt into the comments. That's going to give you an opportunity to win 2 free Primanti Bros sandwiches. We're going to have 2 winners today.
That's right. So again, we're going to give everyone a few seconds here. Get those #RaiseIts. You guys see them on the screen right now. You see them in the comments. Make sure yours is in so you can get some sandwiches. Jim, as I'm still looking this up here, what's your last takeaway? I mean, this is now, you're done in Cincinnati. You're walking away. What's your takeaway live in Cincinnati here?
The team can hit the ball over the fence. And like I said, I said it on Bucko Brew, where like just being able to do that can solve so many problems. And like I said, that's been an issue for this team for years. And that's what we're seeing early on. We're seeing guys in this lineup who can put the ball over the fence. And if you put the ball over the fence more than the other team does, odds are you're going to win.
Yeah, that's baseball 101. There you go.
Yeah.
Very easy analysis there. But yeah, they did it. So let's go ahead and do it, Jim. We got 156 entries. I'm calling it. Let's go ahead and draw. Here is our third winner of the year. And you guys know the deal. If you don't, if you are a winner, go ahead and email us at northshore9@gmail.com. Let us know your email address that's associated with the Primanti Brothers app. If you don't have the Primanti Brothers app, go ahead and download it. Sign up. Whatever email you use to sign up with, give us that email address. We'll get those to you on your app. Again, 2 free sandwiches. Now, also just keep in mind, Primanti's usually gathers them up like after a week's worth of winners to put them on there. So these will probably be in by this weekend or next week at some time. But our very first winner, Ray Tolerico. So Ray, congratulations. You are the winner tonight of 2 free Primanti Brothers sandwiches. And let's draw one more time. And yeah, as Nathan says, also go ahead and like and subscribe. It's free, guys.
Absolutely. Also,
Sherrod.
shout out to. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying,
Okay,
shout out to
Sherrod. I'm taking it, Jim. Too bad. Sherrod, you're our second winner. Go ahead and email us. We probably have your information. I feel like you're a multi-winner last year. But go ahead and email us your information so we can get you those sandwiches once again. Go ahead, Jim. Give your shout out.
I was going to say shout out to the folks who gifted memberships tonight, too. Appreciate you a lot.
Boom. There it is.
I'll be able to eat tonight because of that. I'll have dinner.
Jim's also going to have a bed tonight. He doesn't have to share a couch with Sax Boy at whatever Airbnb he's finding himself in tonight.
I am going home after this.
There it is. All right. Well, fellas.
Did you find those FanDuel odds?
Yeah. So the spread tomorrow is -1.5, but Paul Skeen's up. It's plus 110.
What's Pirates money line?
Money line is at -156.
Okay. So the Pirates are favored tomorrow.
Yes. I mean, it's Paul Skeens. Now, granted, to also say this, I want to back up my guy here a little bit. It's clear as day right now. One guy has a 0 ERA. That's the number 1 starter for the Pirates, Bubba Chandler. And the number 2 guy, as Bubba said, has a 6.7.5 ERA in Paul Skeens. So tomorrow's a big day for Paul to maybe, look like some type of an MLB worthy type of pitcher.
He does need to start chipping away at that ERA. Yeah. That's for sure.
Do his job, or else he's getting sent back down.
Send him down.
Shout out to Bubba sending a clear message tonight. Who's number 2 on this team?
Skeens is in danger, sending him down for 3 weeks, and then the Pirates gain another year of service time. Think about that.
You know what? I think you're onto something. They're going to get that back. All right, let's get out of here. We love you all. Like, share, comment, do all the fun stuff. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's a day game. It's 12:35, I believe. But it's a day game tomorrow. Paul Skeen starts. And then we'll be live with another post-game show. And then we'll have an NS9 live tomorrow night, I believe, right? We're still going to do that, right?
Thursday.
That's right. Thursday's the off day. We're back Thursday with the NS9 live. So, all right. You guys heard enough. We're out of here. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.
See you guys. All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube. If you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.